When you got the break back in the second set, did you feel better? Did you feel the momentum was changing, or was it tough right from the start?
Well, I mean, I started the match okay. The first set was a tough one to lose because there was a break up twice in the set. So I didn't serve particularly well tonight, which which didn't help things. And then in the second set he started to play more aggressively. But I was giving myself decent looks at passing shots, and I missed a few tonight. And he also came up with some really good reflex volleys on important moments, important points. But yeah, I mean, I didn't serve particularly well tonight. That didn't help.
Is there a reason why you weren't serving well? Are you physically okay? Is your shoulder okay?
Yeah, shoulders fine. Yeah, don't know exactly why.
You've had a few early losses here in your career. Is it fair to chalk this up to that kind of pattern? Is this just being a tough place for you to find your rhythm or get started, or is this not?
Yeah, look, I don't know. I don't know exactly why it is, because in practice, here I normally play pretty well, and then, some years, I played well, and some years it's just, it just hasn't quite happened for me, and I don't know exactly why that is. I don't know if it is the conditions here or, yeah. I really don't know why I haven't played my best here over the years.
And in those situations when the crowd gets behind kind of an underdog like that, does that ever affect you?
It helps, if anything. It was a really good atmosphere at the end, and it was pretty much a full crowd after the first 15-20 minutes. So it was a nice atmosphere, and I think especially the way that he was playing. I think crowds like it when guys sort of are being being aggressive, and he came out with some fantastic shots as well. So they really got into it, and yeah, that didn't affect me at all.
Looking at what happened here and what happened in Australia, you lost from two players that play serve and volley pretty much every point. Do you think it's a coincidence, or maybe there's a pattern there?
Well, my results in my career have been fantastic against serve and volley players. So, maybe it's something I need to practice a little bit more. But I've never really practiced playing against serve and volleyers during my career. But when I have come up against them, it's normally been a game style that I've enjoyed playing against. Today it wasn't so much the serve volley that was the problem. It was my own serve. Rather than not getting enough sort of opportunities when he was serving. So I think that was more the problem tonight.
Did you see anything in Vasek's game that was different from when you last played him at Wimbledon in the quarterfinals a couple of years ago? I mean, you were talking about how aggressive he was and his serve and volley game. You just talk about the difference maybe in the two matches.
I mean, I think for me, he's always played that way. Maybe he was doing it better this evening, but he was maybe a bit more solid from the back, a bit more consistent from the back of the court. I think on the grass that's all. I mean, it's very different surfaces, so it's kind of difficult to compare. But we played here a couple of years ago, and maybe more solid from the back of the court, and then that allows you and gives you more opportunities to come to net. If you're making mistakes in the first 3-4 shots of the rally, not easy to come in on the correct ball. When you're a little bit more solid, you can be more patient, wait for the right shot to come in.
Couple more questions now. Here you go straight back to Miami on a training base.
I have doubles tomorrow. I think that doubles tomorrow.
Last one.
Do you think there's a chance that the serve and volley game will really come back as a force in the men's game? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I have no idea whether it will. I think, you know, people have said that you can't play that way, but I think you can if you do it very well. I don't think loads of players are taught it now growing up. It's not something that's practiced a lot, but you know, if there's guys that do it from a young age, it's definitely a game style that can be successful. You know, obviously in certain conditions or court surfaces, it's easier to do it, like on grass, obviously, or quicker hard courts. But you know, there's no reason why if you play that game style well, you can be effective doing it at the top of the game.